You guys know that I love playing games on modern game consoles such as the PlayStation 4 and the Nintendo Switch, but I've always had a soft spot for games from the 1980s and the 1990s. These are the games that I grew up with. Many of the games are the games that I missed, I couldn't afford, and I still love to go back and play all those types of games. And I think that one of the best ways to play games from the 80s and 90s is handhelds. This is my Game Boy Micro, and I would say that this isn't the best, but it's probably my favourite. It's small, it's portable, and it's the one I always take when I fly or go on a train or something because, it's just easy to put in your pocket. But Analogue have released a new handheld. Now, this new handheld, it's called the Analogue Pocket. It's not cheap. It's $199, and it doesn't emulate. So it doesn't play emulated ROMs from a micro SD card. It plays original cartridges. So if you've got, let me see, I've got a small collection here. If you've got a Game Boy Advance game, it will play that. It will play Game Boy and Game Boy Color games as well. But using an adapter, it can actually play games from the Lynx, Game Gear, and all this as well. So if I jump over, I can show you. It was popping up there. I don't know why it went black. So this is the Analogue Pocket coming out in 2020, $199, and it comes in black and white, and I think the design is really nice. You've got the D-pad, you've got 4 buttons there. There's 3 little buttons for like system settings and all that kind of stuff down the bottom. Now, down here is the description of what this is all about. A multi-video game system portable handheld, a digital audio workstation with a built-in synthesizer and sequencer, a tribute to portable gaming. Out of the box, Pocket is compatible with the Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance game cartridge library, 2,780 games. It works with cartridge adapters for the other handheld systems too, like Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Atari Lynx, and more. Completely engineered in 2 FPGAs. So basically, you can use this to play pretty much any handheld from the late 80s to the mid 90s. This is covering most of them. Out of the box, it's covering all the Game Boys, but through adapters, you can play the Game Gear, Neo Geo Pocket Color, Atari Lynx, and all that as well. I think it's a very, very good idea. Now, if I go down, you can see the design better. And, $199 is a lot to ask for someone, but you can see that this is a well-made device. It's not a cheap product. It's not one of those Chinese knockoffs. You can see that this is a quality product. It looks really good. But of course, it's a lot of money. $199 is a lot of money when you can pick up the original consoles, some of them in mint condition, and you can pick them up maybe 30, 40 or 50 bucks. So it's a big ask. So here's here. Pocket is designed around a first-in-class 3.5 inch, 615 pixels per inch LCD screen, 1600 times 1440 resolution. That's a really, really high resolution. Pocket has 10 times the resolution of the original Game Boy. Yeah, we can hardly believe it either. Pro level color accuracy, dynamic range and brightness. Okay, so there it's there. It's showing you the different games that you can play, different types of games. And it's for making music as well. So yeah, it looks like it can be adapted in a lot of different ways, which doesn't surprise me. If this has got 2 FPGAs in it, I'm sure some people will use it in different ways. There it's there, just for developers. Right, see if I can scroll through some of these images here. It looks really good though. It does look really good. I think it looks really nice. Look at the little plus minus button at the side there. You can see it better in the white version. The design is really, really nice. And it's one of those things, obviously I've not tried this yet. It's not out until next year, but that kind of resolution, that high resolution with pixels per inch that's higher than most smartphones in the market, that is really going to allow you to play games in a whole other way. So there's also a dock here which allows you to connect to your television, then you use a Bluetooth controller to play the games. That's also quite a nice feature. There's there, 2020 for $199. So down at the bottom here, you've got the specs. Rechargeable lithium-ion battery, which is good. All buttons are mappable, so you can change them around. Stereo speakers, micro SD card, USB-C charging. And that's really good as well, because even today, I'm seeing a lot of devices being released to the market. Sometimes headphones, sometimes speakers, sometimes audio interfaces or something else, and they still use mini B or micro B. And USB-C is more practical, and for many of us, especially Android users, is the cable that we've got. So you can just take it out from your smartphone and start charging this. It's got a headphone jack, original style link plug, rechargeable battery. The dock has got HDMI output, 2 USB inputs for wired controllers, Bluetooth for wireless controllers, and it's DAC compatible, so digital audio converter. So overall, I think that this looks really, really good. I think this looks really, really good. Now, truth be told, I love retro games, but I haven't really got involved in the retro game market. All the cartridges that you see that I've got packed up on it, these are the games I actually had, or the ones that I've still got from growing up. These are the games that I had myself. So I've not really delved deep and started buying games on eBay and all that. One reason because, well, there's a lot of fakes out there, but just because I'm a kind of practical guy as well. It's one of the reasons why I've started downloading older games on the Switch. I just want to play the games. But this is one of those consoles that makes you kind of think about it. It makes you think, well, I'd love to go back and play some of these games in high resolution. I'd love to be able to play my friends with them on a television. The two of us use USB controllers or Bluetooth controllers. $199 is a lot. I could probably buy 2 Xboxes for that, 2 second-hand Xboxes for that. So it's a lot of money. But if you're looking to play games from that era, any kind of handheld game from the late 80s to the mid-90s, this looks like one of the best ways to do it. Not played it. It's not out yet, but yeah, Analogue, they're releasing a lot of expensive items, but they do look really good, don't they? I'll leave a link to this page, guys. Have a look at the website. Let me know what you think. Leave a comment below, and I'll speak to you all very soon. Take care.